Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I just want to state that before I give my opinion on the Derrick Jaxn situation, that I watched his all three of his videos. His I haven't watched the reaction one where he reacts to his first video, which is narcissistic to the point of stupidity to me, just the title in itself. But I am gonna watch it later. I watched his first one, is one with his wife, and I would like to say this. In the men's sphere, we have known that Derrick Jaxn's opinions have been a problem for men and women relationship from the get-go. We've said that, hey, you've created unrealistic expectations and you promote toxic traits in any relationship. We would say, how does being faithful, and I take a bull crap, promote toxicity in a relationship? And that is a very easy answer. Because a relationship is you and another person coming together and developing a communication and your own standards in that relationship, right? I can understand if the man is constantly verbally abusive, physically abusive, you cut that. But if you're trying to say that he acts very masculine and that is a problem for you, then you're going to end up with a Derrick Jaxn, a person who will lie and pander to you and do all the dirt, do all the shameless crap that these other men didn't do. To be perfectly honest, Derrick, he is the epitome of a hypocrite in a sense that he was saying for years that these men ain't crap. You shouldn't forgive them. You can go to his personal channel and find the hypocritical, just like destroying of a man's ego and all this stuff. And then he gets caught up with the same crap, and he's like, have patience and we'll be this. You know what? I'll just say this. I hope that him and his family make it through. But I don't know if listening to a man like him is any good, because people have just watched his content, digested it, formed the opinion of if it's good or bad, and every time somebody said his detractor, he changed, insults, guilt, and try like, I am right, you are wrong. No, and it's really just bad, breaking honest. I How I'm invested in my into this situation, I don't know this man. I really don't care about this man on a personal level, because I tend to, the older I got, the philosophy I've gotten is to stay away from toxic mentalities that I find. Like, if I find, I will listen to your opinion, I will try to understand it, but if I find that your own constant in my life is to bring a negative impact, negative mentality, and just bring problems onto my level, then I will just walk away. That's the best possible outcome I see for me and the other person, to just walk away amicably. I can't say the word correctly, but that. Did I cheat in my marriage? The simple answer is yes, he cheated. I don't understand why. Well, she had a kid by him, but I don't know. This will. I don't understand why the wife come back, but I hope that they work it out. I really didn't like it in his video. One thing that really peed me off is him trying to bring up God and say, I'm a God man now. I'm doing good by God. I'm like, no. God said at the beginning you don't do that, but you did it. And then you're trying to bring up God like he's a overarching excuse cleanser. No. You just sick of him and the bullcrap, you know? I just hope that whatever happens, him and his family get better together. And I don't know. I hope he addresses the hypocritical nature that he spews, because is, to be honest with you, I've seen some women who don't meet the criteria that most men look for: fit, feminine, and cooperative. And I've seen them like Derrick Jaxn as their role model for a man, and I'm looking at them like, he is not a good role model. He's not realistic values. And then look when the story broke, I just looked back at the video. I'm like, see, this is what happens. This is what happens. Oh. It's an urge of disappointment because at this point I was like, you know what? If he practiced what he preached, I couldn't say crap. I was like, I don't find that realistic, but he practiced what he preaches, so I guess that's his drum, right? So I just step away. But now that I find out he ain't practicing what he preaches, and he condemned men who did the exact same thing, actually slightly less than him. Because first of all, he influencer. That means you influence younger generation. You mold the minds of women's generation. Then you do the deeds that say not to be done. Imagine how many women who listened to him hit up those TMs and got that's just a lot of bull hippity hoppity bull crap if you ask me. I mean, his character is undoubtedly, unreservedly. I can't say a word right, but his character, we've seen it with this, that he does not practice what he preach. A man only got word most of the time as well. And his word doesn't mean crap, apparently. Gave his word to God, he broke that. Gave his word to his wife, he broke that. Gave word to the people how to follow and how to live life. And he didn't do that. He said he did the opposite. He's saying that my sins, he's basically saying, do as I say, not as I do. But now that I've got called out on it and I got my money, I have to do what I say now. And that in itself is just a sad way to live, I think. Should we as people give Derrick him another chance? I would say do what you feel is right, but I would say give it time to let him prove it. Watch him and see does his action match his words. But let's be clear that it took a long time for everybody to discover that his action did not match his words. So that, and again, is going to be a risk assessment on yourself and how much you value your time and your effort, how much you want this done. Most people, I would say that because he has lied and manipulated to just sell his stuff. Like, see, honest, the first video came out when him just talking about it. He promoted his 2 books. That was just a promotion thing. Like, he said, I went through the stuff, this is what I wrote down in my book, but he kept bringing up those books, like, no. He kept moving around, body language, like he's nervous, like, right? So, the way I see it, I don't know how he feels. I don't know if it's true, I don't know if it's not, I don't know if this is another game, but I do know. No, here's what I do. He lied, he perpetrated, and that resulted in a lot of issues from him and a lot of his fan base who believed in his words exactly, like didn't deviate from him because those were unrealistic standards. What I would say now is, I just wish him and his family luck throughout this transition phase. I hope he gets better. I hope he walks it like he talks it from now on, and I hope time will tell that he is a changed man. But I really am offended by him bringing God as an excuse in there, so I'm just going to have to wait till I cool down. But by the time I cool down, maybe he would have just done more action, I would like to see maybe will get me to not be so apprehensive about him is if he starts more community work, maybe he starts a community garden, help impoverished youths, not just donate money, but actually goes there and makes habit. I would just want him to push into the community and then show it, and then give opportunities to younger men and women, and just help the younger generation in that way instead of selling a book and so just show by actions, and that would just be a very boon to his character in my opinion. But that's just one thing he could do. There's a plethora of things he could do to help his situation. I hope his wife and kid are happy. I hope he cherishes them and keeps his words as a man. Now, I want to state that high value man, high value in the sense of make six figures. He has a network, of community of people who are around his same network that work together, and he has been doing it for years upon years. That's what I mean by high value. I don't know his money line, but I'm assuming he's high value if he was finding all this other stuff, right? And how popular he is in the women's space. I would just say, I hope he does better. I don't know what I was saying when I was saying high value, to be honest with you. It's just like, this situation right here is just like a hypocrite getting called out, in my opinion, and that's basically what it is. That was my truth on the situation. I don't know if you agree, doesn't agree. Please hit the like, subscribe down below. Not really subscribe, but just comment. Yes, let's have a discussion. Let's open up about him and his message, how it affected you, what did you think about it? Was it hypocritical? Was he telling the truth? Do you believe people who preach should practice what they preach, or is it okay that he didn't practice what he preached as long as he said the word and inspired people to do it? I don't know. The thoughts down below will greatly help the discussion. All right, that'll be it for me. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and